Hi subscribers, I want to talk for just a minute about the channel. It's been a year next week since I posted anything. The channel is not dead. I'm not giving up on it. Some things happened and I shut down there for a while. I wrecked my dinghy and that kind of threw me into a bout of depression for 3 or 4 months. It wasn't fun, but I worked through it. Once I got them solved, I kind of came out feeling a bit panicked that things weren't getting done. The dinghy was still wrecked, and of course I couldn't live without it, and so I threw myself into trying to get things done. And I've still been filming, but the huge amount of time that it takes to edit these videos just wasn't happening. I felt like it was either publish YouTube and live in the boat, like an apartment in the boatyard, or try and get some work done. I wasn't really accomplishing either one. Right now, today, I'm sitting in a hotel, obviously, in McAllen, Texas. There's been a lot happen in the last, 4 months, and I really need to, I'll probably make my next video about what I'm doing and try and get it at least uploaded and scheduled for release before I make it back to Almirante in a few weeks. I've been trying to take care of things, get stuff off my shoulders so that a lot of the worries are gone. The purpose of this channel has always been not so much as a brand building exercise of, the Dale brand, or even the Escape TARDIS brand, but at least until I get the boat in the water and sailing, these videos I intend to be informational. Since I'm a multidiscipline engineer, I approach things in a different way than the usual DIYer, but it's still DIY because I'm inventing as I go. The difference is sometimes I tackle things that are kind of a little bit bigger than I am just as a person. But when I do, and I do unorthodox things, I have to make sure that I get every detail right or it'll cost me my life. Because once you're in a boat, it's like a spaceship. If something goes wrong, you don't have a lot of options. So I make sure that I take into account all of the variables, and if there is a ABYC standard, I try and research out what it is and make sure that whatever I come up with, no matter how unorthodox or unusual, it's compliant. Because if there's a rule, it's probably because somebody died because they didn't follow that rule. I do hope to start publishing again on a regular basis. I've had some pretty significant psychological breakthroughs that I think are going to help me to not lose so much of my energy to struggling with things that I would really rather not have be a part of my psyche, my mind. So if you've managed to keep from canceling your subscription in this past year, I am very grateful. Hopefully you will be rewarded soon. Projects that I have filmed that are waiting to be edited, various dinghy repairs, that's going to be the next real content. One that I'm really excited about is my fiberglass, the hull fiberglass work. That's going to be one that is a bit unorthodox, but really, really cool. I hope to be back in the water in a few months and put all of this behind me and have the boat doing, for me, what I intended it to do. That's exploring, healing, a few more videos on psychology once I get to that point, but that's way in the future. That's 3 or 4 months in the future is like next century for me right now. But it's going to happen. Thank you for watching this particular video, and I hope that you will have patience to stick with me and share what I'm doing once there's some content that's worth sharing. Until then, Fair winds and following seas from the sailing vessel Escape TARDIS. Light check. It's a screen test.